What would you consider to be your greatest achievement? So let me know when you're ready. All right, good. All right, let's start.
My great achievement is became an independent worker. That was a dream that I always have long time ago, since I was employed. And 5 years ago, I have the chance to do it. And until today, I'm still doing as an independent worker.
All right, excellent. So you can say, for example, be careful. Okay, became, become, um, so I don't know when you say something like I forgot the phrase. Jesus, that's why I need to write down that. But this is free speaking. I don't want to be so rigid about the process. But in this case, I saw that you like to use naturally different tenses at the same time. That can be confusing, even for a listener. Remember it's like you are guiding me. Yeah, this is like telenovela radio station, and I'm listening to this story, and you it's like up you're moving like this, like whoa, I like it. But when, no, but it's all right because you are fluctuating into past, present, future, or something like that. Sometimes you need to say, okay, what do I want to say about this? Oh, okay, I want to talk about the past. Perfect. So um, be careful when you use the past. You use the past and present perfect. Okay, so you can say, one of my greatest dreams was to become an independent worker, and I did it. I have been doing this. I have been longing. I have been thinking about this since I was a child. So that's present perfect. It was nice, but it's the way you connect one idea with the other. You need to be careful with the coherence theme there. Okay,
Okay,
especially the structuring. I wanted to become, not to became, for example. Right?
become. Okay.
Become, yes, because we say to become, and became is just for the simple past. And I have become is the past participle for example, present perfect. Okay, all right, very good. Let's try this one. How has the internet changed the way we communicate? Let me know when you're ready. Okay, very good. Let's start.
The internet changed our communications in many levels. Uh, in the past, we don't have the chance, excuse me, to have to see us, our family, face to face. Now we have the chance to do that, and the communication, we can find many things in internet that we can have by hand on the past.
Mhm, mhm. Okay, verb control. Be careful with your verb control. In the past, we didn't have the opportunity, so that's verb control.
Mm,
Okay, so be careful with that. And face to face is actually the opposite of what you want to say. You wanted to say
okay.
that we can see each other virtually.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Maybe you imagine like a face with another face, but face to face is a fixed expression that means physically, physically.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right. Okay, so be careful with the face to face thing. Face to face. Now, one recommendation I can give you, it may sound like going back a little bit, but what I say to my elementary students is that when they want to respond these kind of questions, they think about sentences only. Because when you make a sentence, you perfect the structure, subject, verb, complement. And you say, okay, I want to use only past. Okay, the internet changed the way we are a long time ago. The internet was a revolution, for example, in the 90s, because, okay, I use a connector there, I shouldn't, because people started, so I'm exploring verb control only in the past, started to
Okay.
communicate virtually. It was amazing. I remember, when you say I remember, you don't need to say that in the past. I remember when I was a child, I was da 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 da, da. So that's verb control. And when you make sentence after sentence, you are reinforcing the structure. Because the
Okay.
problem when we use connectors is that if we're not aware of the sentence usage, is like a mondongo, it's like a sea of ideas
Yeah.
that don't have like,
I'm seeing a problem because I think in the first sentence and then I lose the way where I have to go.
oh, but that's a challenge. Don't worry. Think about this. Actually, this is homework. If you want, you can, when you have this one day in your platform, you can try to develop this again. Okay, like, okay, how could I say? And then you just voice message. Remember, you are investing money, my friend. Okay, so Oscar, okay, this is the question. How has the internet changed the way we communicate? And you try to prepare, don't worry, you can prepare something because you want to learn. And you start, da, 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 da.
Okay.
Okay, do that. Feel free, my friend. Don't be shy. I know you're busy, but take it easy. Okay,
Okay.
because when you
Perfect.
take it easy, easy peasy. Very good. Next one. How important is our diet in living a healthy life, in your opinion? Let me know when you're ready. All right, let's start.
For me, it's very important the diet for a living health for a healthy life. However, in my country or on my city, is a little difficult try to keep the diet strictly
Mhm,
because we have a lot of food that are not so much healthy at the market, and that is makes a little bit heavy to carry on a diet.
mhm, mhm. All right. More difficult to,
More
because heavy is like weight, heavy. You don't say, oh, this is so heavy. No, I mean, I know what you mean. I would say that's like from Spanish or something, but it's like difficult. Okay. All right. Very
Okay.
good. When you say it is something that we need to do, it's something to think about. It's something to think about. The two particle over there. Okay,
Okay.
good. Healthy life.
He-
Strictly.
Yeah.
Strict,
Healthy life.
strictly. Okay, all right. So that's word choice. Okay, let's try this. What are the benefits of having a fixed routine? Let me know when you're ready. Okay, let's start.
For many people can be useful the fixed routine, but on my case, um, I don't have the chance to have a routine because I always move on different ways or different directions around the city, and I don't have time for lunch or for dinner or for a breakfast during the day.
Hmm. Okay, when you start with an expression like for many people, that's a connector. That's, remember the connector problem that we may have sometimes. When you say for many people, so here you need subject, verb, and complement. It is, or it can be ta ta ta. Okay. Oh, sorry. What am I doing here? It can be ta ta ta. Okay. So for many people, it is an issue. It is a problem. It can be difficult because the rule is that when you use a connector in a sentence and maybe another connector,
Okay.
use subject, verb, complement. Okay, so be careful. All right. So for many
Okay.
people, plus subject. Okay. Or you can say it can be a problem for many people because actually this is like inversion. It's like this is supposed to be in the complement. For an elementary student, I would always recommend to start with the subject. Yes,
Okay.
and that's the way they learn how to master the sentence. And then when they know the sentence very well, they can start playing with particles. But the problem is that when we play with particles, if we don't know what the sentence is, grammatically, it's going to be an issue. Okay, because we
Okay.
need to use the subject of that, for example. Okay, let's try another one. Would you say that young people concern themselves with environmental issues? Let me know when you're ready. Very good. Let's start.
I could say that young people are think in a future that they don't have thinking already. The environmental issues are important right now, but there are things that we don't have control in the future because we have different ways to affect the environment.
Excellent. All right, very good. Be careful. I think you say something like, I don't know, people are not, and here you put the verb and then the complement. So the verb needs to have ing. So people are not taking, people are not exploring, people are not, yeah, because I think you did it twice. That is present progressive, okay? So in present progressive, I think we review present progressive or we are reviewing. I don't remember. I think we saw present progressive. No, wait a second. Or we're gonna see in session number 5. No, or today. Wait, I have chicken memory. I don't know what's going on with me today. No, because it was question practice. So I think no, actually, my client in the morning, she's in session number 5. That's why I have a blackout today. So actually, session
Okay.
number 5, we're going to see present progressive in a very simple way. That's the tense review thing. Okay, it's all right.
Okay.
We're gonna learn how to use this in a very simple way. Okay, it was nice. It was super. Okay, let's try another one here. Is it a good idea to stay in the same job your whole life or to try different things? Let me know when you're ready. All right, very good. Let's start.
For my parents, stay at the job all his life was a good idea because they have some establishment.
Hmm.
But on my case, on my opinion, mm, I think that we must improve to create our dreams and try to not think in another dream of fulfill the dreams of other people.
Brilliant, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Okay, now let me give you here, once again, you started this for my parents, for many people, remember, for
Okay,
my,
sorry.
no, you can do it. Okay, now here we need a sentence. You said for my parents, and then you use the verb, have, da, da, da. It's all right, it's all right. You can start the sentence. The subject can be a noun or a personal pronoun. For my parents, Mauricio is the best. I don't know, I'm just inventing. But sometimes you can start with a verb, which is not a verb, it's a noun. When you say, for example, for my parents to think about something, to think about future, is fundamental. Wow, what was that sentence? Or you can say, for example, for my parents, thinking about the future is fundamental. It's confusing because it's like starting the sentence with a verb and then the verb. Actually, when you start, yes, actually, when you start the sentence with a verb, you need to be careful. Imagine that I don't have anything here. So you want to say this: to study English is fundamental. Studying English is
Okay.
fundamental. So that is the subject. Studying English is the subject. Actually, this is what we call the infinitive versus the gerund. So the gerund is actually a verb that is a noun. It's not a verb, it's a noun. Working together is fundamental. Working together is a noun. It is fundamental.
Okay.
You can replace it. Or to work together is fundamental. That is a noun. That is not a verb. Okay. When you say, I like swimming, swimming is a gerund. Is a noun. It's not a verb. Yeah. I like to swim. I like to swim. That is not a verb. Because you can say, I like it. If you can replace a verb with a complement pronoun, that is not a verb. Si tú puedes reemplazar un verbo con un pronombre complemento, nunca fue un verbo. Por ejemplo, I like to sing. Pareciera que hay dos verbos, pero no, señor. Eso es un complemento. I like it. When you say I like it, si tú pudiste reemplazar eso con un pronombre complemento, nunca fue un verbo. Porque un verbo jamás lo puedes reemplazar con un pronombre complemento. Okay? So, eso se llama infinitivo. Él puede estar al inicio o al final. You can find that at the beginning or at the end, but it's a noun. It's a noun. Okay, so, all right. Very good. Well, I think we can call this a day. Actually, we had other questions, but we can, let me see how many. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. Actually, we can take these as homework. Yeah, so these ones, and then you on a WhatsApp message, you can talk to me if you want. Okay, it's not mandatory, but it's practice for you. So far, so good.
We take a picture of those.
Oh yes, yes, yes. So okay, this one.
Hold a second, please. Okay. Next one. Next one. King?
King is like you have the willing, no? When you're king is you want to do it. You have the willing. You want to do it. You say, okay, I want to do it. It's like you're curious. You want to do it. You're keen to do something, for example. All right?
Okay. Okay.
Very good. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Right. Excellent. So let me stop.